Most security conversations start with the things you see: web apps, APIs, admin panels. That's where defenses are obvious. But there's another category of exposure that tends to be overlooked: implicit surfaces. These are access paths that weren't meant to be entry points. They appear because systems interact, because automation leaves artifacts, or because a small convenience turns into a persistent exposure. Think about the services and tools you rely on every day. Metadata endpoints that help instances find credentials. CI systems that build artifacts and store logs. Monitoring agents that expose metrics. Third-party SDKs that open callbacks. Any of those can become an implicit surface if a guardrail is missing. Implicit surfaces typically show up in one of a few ways. First, assumptions change. A service designed to be internal becomes reachable after a routing change. Second, convenience creates exposure. A developer opens permissive ACLs for debugging and forgets to close them. Third, automation can leak secrets into build logs or create resources with unsafe defaults. Fourth, composing third-party services introduces trust relationships you may not fully control. The danger is that these exposures are not usually on architecture diagrams. They're operational, not intentional. That makes them hard to spot until an attacker abuses them. For example, an SSRF to an internal metadata service can reveal short-lived credentials, or a CI log that accidentally includes a secret gets stored in a public bucket. A monitoring endpoint left reachable through a misconfigured proxy can expose internal telemetry and internal hosts. Small operational artifacts become entry points. So what should you do? Start with visibility. Monitor certificate transparency and DNS feeds for unexpected names, scan externally for unknown endpoints, and search storage for logs and backups that might contain secrets. Add secret scanning into your CI pipelines so credentials are caught before they're persisted. Use ephemeral credentials and secret managers instead of embedding tokens in configs. Harden metadata access with the recommended instance metadata protections and require stricter instance roles. Automation should be your ally. IAC templates that default to deny, pre-merge checks that block risky patterns, and policy as code that prevents public buckets at creation will stop many implicit surfaces before they appear. And verify. Run scheduled red team exercises or focused emulation that tries common techniques, SSRF, token theft from metadata, and repository scraping to see what's actually reachable. Ownership and process matter too. Give each service an owner and a lifecycle policy. Require security review for new integrations and provide secure, self-service patterns so teams don't create shadow infrastructure. Train engineers to avoid dumping secrets into logs, to limit debug verbosity, and to clean up temporary resources. Finally, measure what you care about. Track secrets found in CI, number of public artifacts with sensitive data, frequency of unusual internal host names appearing in public DNS, and mean time to remediate these findings. Those metrics turn invisible risks into something you can manage. The upshot is simple. Implicit surfaces are accidental doors. They're created by interactions, automation, and convenience. You can't remove complexity from modern systems, but you can manage it. Reduce metadata exposure, lock down automation outputs, scan and remediate artifacts, and make secure patterns the easy patterns to follow. Do that, and those accidental doors stop being the shortest path for an attacker.